We will help where we can, even though they're going to be very upset that I took their men. Find out if it's bad.
That rumble. What is it?
Look out! Rock slide!
Whoa, destroy the boulders. Special rules. Special rules, destroy the boulders. Will last only one round.
The bluff crumbles! Fall back! Save yourselves! Your Grace, the wagon. We can use it as cover. Forward. We must move it forward.
What now?
You're far fewer than I presumed. Summon your comrades, damn it! Chop chop! Before I reach for my whip.
Our ballista, your command.
Okay.
Armor won't save.
Ha!
Okay.
The wagon! Use the wagon now!
We've come through, Reynard. I thank you.
I see. Okay. I see. A lot to think
The
about.
walls of the temple collapsed. The buttresses doubtless damaged by something.
Or someone. There's naught we can do here. We ride on.
Okay, hopefully, knowing these games, knowing the Witcher games, they do get progressively difficult. So, the fact that I'm getting all this loot means there's probably going to be quite a bit of fighting later on.
A peasant cart, loaded with a heap of hay, came rattling down the road from the opposite direction.
Clear the road!
Bellowed Count Caldwell, standing in his stirrups.
Make way for your queen!
The peasants obediently turned their cart into the roadside nettles. As she passed, Meve glanced towards it and froze. Atop the hay bale lay a badly wounded man gripped by fever. The thick, sweet stench of rot wafted from his bandaged legs.
Gods. Who did this to him?
Meve asked.
Bandits?
Nay, milady,
Replied the cartman.
'twere a beast. Out to the east, down Wetterton way, lies a boneyard, old as the elves, they say.
The peasant continued.
Clayton was setting snares round about there. Came running back to us, drenched in blood, rattling on about a long-haired wench come climbing out a grave. We's taken him to the good sisters of Melitele here on bridge. Perhaps they can help him.
I'm certain they can. And will.
Replied the queen, though just looking at the wounded wretch, she knew he'd expire before nightfall.
God speed you on your journey.
The queen whistled, and her mare resumed its trot.
Shall I send for a witcher, your grace?
Caldwell asked.
One of those freaks should make short work of the monster.
Until we apprehend the bandits, I shan't allow a single soul to leave our company. Even on such an important mission as finding a witcher.
Meve replied.
Any who did would be captured at once. But, if fate brings us near Wetterton, perhaps we'll see to this monstrous harridan ourselves.
Your grace, we've only just fought beasts and scarcely escaped with our lives. This she-beast will take a silver sword. Magic formulae.
Yet a dozen arbalists will have to suffice.
The queen said, calmly but firmly.
And please, Caldwell, do stiffen your spine a bit. Now onward.
I do not like him. I'm on my own. Yeah. Finally on my own. Yeah, scouts. Oh, jeez. My people. Limit all drowners, do not let enemies die. Spying. Oh, what the hell? I should have watched. Okay. Hold on. Hold on, the meep. That was fast. Okay, I played that wrong.
I'm a monster.
You can try to win them all, but you won't.
Interesting puzzle.
I'm a monster.
Take it anymore.
Did it again.
One bolt's all I need. Give me a target.
Got any victuals? Hungry like a wolf, I am.
No, I did something wrong here. Hold on. Okay. So you shoot them out.
One bolt's all I need.
Shoot. Decoy. I don't know what I should decoy. I'll decoy him.
You can try to win them all, but you won't.
I see. Okay, order all units in this road by this unit. Armor amount. Okay. I see. Okay. It's making sense. It's making sense. Making the sense.
Got any victuals? Hungry like a wolf, I am.
No. Okay, hold on. Death Wish. Yeah, so when he's killed. Okay, I guess.
Arbalist to your command.
You can try to win them all, but you won't.
I see. I see. I gotta get them all to stay, I guess. So snipe
Arbalist to your command.
and he goes there. Then I decoy. They're only on the enemy row by this. Okay, so I'm gonna put you here. Fire. Then I fire at you again.
Armor won't serve.
No, he's still even. No. Okay, I messed that up.
Got any victuals? Hungry like a wolf, I am.
Yeah, I messed that up. Yes, get him on. Okay. Okay, hold on. Okay. Hold the horses. Okay, so fire one.
Arbalist to your command.
Trap them all. Then I decoy. you down to take a shot. But you need to shoot from here.
Armor won't serve.
Got any victuals? Hungry like a wolf, I am.
Okay. And then I should be fine. There we go. There we go. Methinks I got a brain. Sometimes. Wow, they just buried it. Are we really taxing you too much? Or is it my son? Nope, can't get by here. At least those are taken care of now.
Those bandits, dressed as demons they was, horns on their heads and pig snouts instead of noses. Beware, some bandits on thy road round dawn, those that call themselves the Strays. Beware, some bandits on thy road round dawn, those that call themselves the Strays.
Yeah. Almost. Close. There we go. Training ground or workshop? I really like the workshop. So that's mustering. Okay. Oh wait, so I upgraded them. Is that what happened? Deploy damage enemy. Okay, that's the same. Loyal damage a random enemy nearest to self by 2. Okay, cool. Field medics. Do I have field medics? I do. Good. I'm glad I got training ground. I'm gonna need that. For sure. Your Grace. for some... No, not yet. Can't go down there yet. So you buried it out in the fields. Congratulations, you discovered a card that can be used in Gwent. Thank you. That's what I discovered. Not for me in the game, just in there. Hopefully that treasure map I gave away when I hung that bandit wasn't a card. But it might be.
Off to Wetterton, are ye? Bonnie tune that. Just the folk a be on shite. Off to Wetterton, are ye? Bonnie tune that. Just the folk a be on shite.
What is this cave? That was very much needed.
As they neared Wetterton, the Queen ordered her company to halt. She then sent men to the town for supplies. Those sent returned more quickly than she'd assumed they would, their satchels empty, their mounts foaming at the mouth.
Your Majesty, the townsfolk have gone right mad. Herded all the elves and dwarves at Market Square. 'Tis a slaughter.
The Queen knew well that if she failed to intervene, the town's streets would flow with non-human blood. Just as she knew her meager force might not subdue an enraged crowd.
What is your command, your grace?
Reynard's question pierced the silence.
What can it be, dear friend?
Answered the Queen, then spurred her mount and rode off towards the town. Her troops followed, running as fast as their legs would carry them. When they passed inside the town gate, they saw corpses lining the gutters. Meve realized she had arrived too late to prevent a tragedy. The crowd was drunk on blood. Its rage would need to be quelled with an iron fist.
Jerks, it's a puzzle.
Step away, or see your heads bounce down the cobblestones! Reynard, who started this? I must know. So much hatred. We must put a stop to it.
Got any victuals? Hungry like a wolf, I am.
Oh my god.
Discipline shall bring us. Strike the largest clusters. Disperse the mob.
Step away, or see your heads bounce down the cobblestones! Reynard, who started this? I must know. So much hatred. We must put a stop to it.
You can try to win them all, but you won't.
Discipline shall bring us. Strike the largest clusters. Disperse the mob.
Okay, I see.
Step away, or see your heads bounce down the cobblestones! Reynard, who started this? I must know. So much hatred. We must put a stop to it.
Got any victuals? Hungry like a wolf, I am.
Your Majesty. To strike the largest clusters. Disperse the mob.
God save us! There's killing everyone! Run for your lives!
Happily, Meve restored order without suffering any losses. Reynard then learned that a nobleman's ire had triggered the violence, ire at having discovered a theft.
Suspicion fell on the non-humans he employed. He accused them, they protested, and the row soon engulfed the town. But there's something else, Your Grace.
Reynard gestured towards an aged man who stood grieving, his face in his hands.
I've witnesses who claim the strays of Sparla are the thieves.
Though the tragedy seemed the result of a misunderstanding, justice would have to be served. Those responsible for the slaughter would need to be punished. The question was, how severely?
Nope. Fair trade.
Your excuses I cannot accept,
said the Queen.
The vipers who called for the slaughter, they will hang. The rest...
Majesty!
A townswoman fell to Meve's feet.
Mercy, please! 'Twere words taken wrong, a misunderstanding.
A misunderstanding? To don another's cape, pay out insufficient change. These are misunderstandings. What happened here was criminal, and you'll be punished as criminals.
The condemned were hanged at once, without regard to the protests of kith and kin. Those non-humans who had managed to hide and survive made a most generous donation in gold to bolster the Queen's force. I'd like to say Wetterton's small melting pot of races lived on in harmony. Yet alas, I'm not in the habit of propagating untruths.
So sad. Just stop killing each other.
You hanged good folk today, ma'am. And for what? Because they came to the end of their tether? You hanged good folk today, ma'am. And for what? Because they came to the end of their tether?
No. Because they are murderers. They murdered for theft. No one puts that together. Murder and theft are different. You can't kill someone for theft. And that doesn't look like something I want to fight. Definitely gonna need to forage. Internet's in the red. What the hell? Give me 1 second, friends. Okay, internet is restored. Strange how that happens. Okay, so training ground has been completed. Oh, you can actually practice. Pull it down to practice any parts, huh?
My spirit's willing and how, but these damn boots are killing me.
Got any victuals? Hungry like a wolf, I am.
Interesting. Cool. Very interesting.
Oh, Lyrian lummoxes.
You can try to win them all, but you won't.
One vote.
For Rivia!
Give me a target.
So if I take out 2, 3, I should 32.
Left, right, left, right.
Okay, now let's see if I can pull it off in the next round.
There's a time to reap, a time to sow, and a time to die.
What do you want of me?
Arbalist to your command.
Pays late. Again.
Armor won't say. Aye.
You was sweat like a swine in that jacket.
There's not to reason why.
We must trust each other.
Should have listened to me old lady. One bolt I need. This harvest, we'll be reaping black-clad ends. Can't take it anymore.
Again and again and again.
Keep calm, Tiberius.
Give me a target. Arbalist at your command.
Tell me you jest.
Armor won't serve.
Got any victuals? Hungry like a wolf, I am.
Have to pass.
What do you want of me?
My spirit's willing and how, but these damn boots are killing me.
Okay. There's a few different rules. I can redraw 6 if I want. Alright. Alright.
Yes, Your Grace?
Alas, I've come
A harsh
and is thus full. Yet I left the land.
We might yet learn.
Would that it was. It's time I attended to.
Anything to help us win. We're gonna have to fight him, or we don't have to fight it, but I probably should get rid of the monsters in my realm.
The Lyrians entered the graveyard. Crickets chirped in its tall, windswept grass, and lush green moss covered its crumbling gravestones. Only a fresh bloodstain upon a mausoleum wall suggested that something disturbed the dead in their rest and hunted the living.
Save your tears, throw off your grief.
An eerie voice sang, its ghastly lament standing Maeve's hair on end.
Soon your life too shall cease as you pass into the eternal glow.
A pockmarked, pustule-ridden creature crawled out from behind some gravestones. It vaguely resembled a shriveled, hunchbacked hag, until its head split into two halves, forming a tooth-spiked maw.
Attack! Everyone!
Should have listened to me old lady. Armor won't save.
If you insist.
One bullet's all I need. Give me a target.
What was that filth?
The queen croaked hoarsely as the dying monster writhed in agony at her feet.
I know not, your grace,
replied Reynard.
But to be safe, I would have the corpse chopped up and burned. Elsewise, we will not be certain it shall not return.
Yes, have it done.
Maeve said, brushing her hair from her beaded brow.
But quickly, lest dusk catch us in this foul place.
The Lyrians soon resumed their march. As they left the cemetery behind them, some believed they still heard the haunting dirge upon the air. Or was it just the wind, whistling past mossy tombstones?
Yes, Your Grace?
It's time I attended to other matters.
Learning so much about that. I don't think the Warhammer is cool. Well, it's cool, but I don't think it would work for my playstyle. I like having renewable boosts every 2 turns. I conquered everything here, got rid of the monster. Still quite a few things I want to get though. I'm gonna make our way southeast. It's a notice board. If I go down this way, I can head into here. That's what I want. And then I want to go up here. Lady.
Off to the nuptials, ma'am. Or to cross this bridge here, then ride on straight as piss. An arrow.
Okay.
I'm bringing honey for the groom and his lovely bride. May their new life prove at least as sweet.
It's a wedding, huh?
The Queen rides her there. The Queen. She'll smite the bandits, save us one and all.